Happy Thursday, random impromptu video for content creators. As I'm sitting here going through my notes, figuring out what I'm going to talk about on Sunday, because I like to do content tips on Sundays. So as I'm looking through my book, I'm saying, okay, so what topic am I going to talk about? And I wanted to bring you in on this process, because when it comes to content, where are you getting your information from? What does that look like? So for me, I'm going to answer the questions I'm going to answer the questions. What I do throughout the week, I schedule learning time. So in that learning time, I'm listening to different things in the area that I want, to grow in. So I'm listening to those things and taking notes. And as I'm looking back, I have so many notebooks of information. So a lot of times I don't have to take a lot of notes currently because I have so much information already. So I want to implement with the information I have. I don't want to just continue to consume so much and I'm not doing nothing with it. So what is your schedule? What does that process look like for you? Something to think about. And I just wanted to add this right here. This is something that I thought was very, very good, and I wanted to share it with you. I wrote this on June 21st of 22, and it's talking about system versus symptoms work. The longer it takes to get in motion, it gets harder. The soul's obligation is meaning and experiences. If you want your circumstances to change, your familiarity must change. Your fears are your lighthouse. Familiarity can only keep us stuck. You must choose one or the other. Let go of the expectation and anticipation, the traveler. The information needs to be addicted to. It's our responsibility to break the program. All things are created with, I don't know. Your programming is not you. You are the child. You must rescue the child. Okay? Don't mistake confidence for competence. Our programming will try to take over and say, yeah, but what if? Yeah, but why? Yeah, but what if this don't work? Yeah, but if this happened? What if this don't go right? What if that don't go right? We buy the confidence assuming that the competence will be there. Truth doesn't require overcompensation. Who's looking for my lessons that I'm holding in my head? Who's looking for your lessons that you're holding in your head? If you were operating in your entrepreneur mindset, how would you answer that question? Who's looking for the lessons that I'm holding in my head? And if you don't know that answer, then maybe it's time to do some seeker interviews, okay? Identify 5 to 10 bullets that describe this person. Write them 13 types of entrepreneurial content. So when it comes to your seeker, when it comes to figuring out who that person is you're talking to, for me, it's the younger version of me, right? It's the younger version of me. And so I'm able to speak to that person because I was once that person. So it's not that difficult to figure out. But if you need like more clarity, I would suggest doing the seeker interviews. I did not do a whole lot of seeker interviews. I did a couple. I'm gonna be honest with you. I should have did a whole lot more. I felt so confident in who my seeker was, right? So I know that it's the younger version of me. It's the woman who, struggled with loving herself. It's the young lady who was in toxic relationships, toxic dysfunctional relationships with others, and most importantly with herself. It's the single mother who is just sick and tired of being sick and tired. It is the woman who just wants more for her life but does not know what that looks like, and she just needs some guidance. And so those are some things that when it comes to the videos that I share, the content that I share, those are the people who I'm talking to. A lot of times I get comments and suggestions for other things that I should be doing, but a lot of times people don't really know you. So you have to be mindful of who you're talking to. You're not for everybody. I'm not for everybody, and I know that. So I take it with a grain of salt. I'm like, okay, yeah, this person, you would not be the person I'm talking to. And it's easy to tell. It really is. You can't, and just remember, you can't evolve while standing still. Foundations don't change, only fads do. Speed amplifies learning. Most people quit when things are not what they expect them to be. So don't quit because you're not getting the outcome that you expect to get. Your present reality compared to something better. All disappointment is filled by expectation. Can you change your experience about the expectation? People buy fantasies, right? When we're frustrated, we're comparing our reality to something else. So if you ever find yourself frustrated, you probably may be comparing your reality to something else. We catastrophize the story and make it feel so. We can't change anything that we don't have knowledge of. Okay, so the first step is awareness. These are results, just not the ones we're looking for. Don't poo-poo your progress. Their wallets can't heal your wounds. Other people's wallets will not heal your wounds. If success is in our work, success in our worth, people will feel it. If success in our work equals success in my worth, people will feel it. Okay? If you are not confident about what you're doing, if you're not confident about what you're talking about, people can tell. Okay? What else? If you try to tell your brain to get out of survival, it's designed to keep you safe. So whenever you're trying something new, the brain is gonna be like, girl, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why do we have to do this? Do we really have to do this? You sure we want to do this? It's gonna have all the doubts every time. Humans crave shortcuts so they can consume energy. Humans can create shortcuts so they can consume energy, money, and resources. When we're frustrated, we feel the drop of the fantasy to reality. What I see is what I want, not actually. The foundations don't change. Our experiences and our relationship to the thing changes, okay? When we're operating in our employee mindset, everything right will be wrong. Where are you decided that something, when did you decide that something is wrong? Don't quit, keep going. I need to get a coach. I'm trying to do it on my own. And when you're experiencing is not a problem, you don't have a problem to solve. You just keep moving forward. You just got to keep moving forward. What's the next best thing I can do in this moment? Just ask yourself, what is the next best thing I can do in this moment? Symptom versus symptom versus system work. Right or wrong cannot live together. The employee mind cannot understand that mindset. We have to live in the land of both. And you're not the problem. The programming is stopping you. Not having resources is not an excuse to be resourceful. The reason the growth journey is so challenging is because of the human. If you don't have one-on-one support, get it. You must know the system in order to do the system work. We must stretch ourselves. We tend to value things we pay for. If you don't have one-on-one help, you're just slowing yourself down. And when things get challenging, most people stop. Pressure and creativity don't go together. The best thing you can do is test and tweak. You can't build a long-term brand just on negativity. It needs both positive and negative. Okay? So don't quit. Keep going. I'm going to stop there because it's going into something else that I'm not even talking about right now. So it's the symptom versus system work. Keep trying things. Keep trying it. Keep tweaking it. Because look at here. We only know what we know. And if there's find somebody that's doing something similar that you want to do, take notes. Okay, because success leaves clues. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just got to make it we have to create it to apply to us and the people that we are serving and talking to. So just make it your own. A lot of the information I share is information I got from several different people. I just put it in my words and I share from that place, right? So just make it your own. The stuff is out here. Stuff is available. You just got to be willing to just try stuff and keep tweaking it. All right.